my name is Teresa Gibbs, and I would like to welcome everyone to the presentation that I prepared on ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. We start out by asking, is ADHD a real disorder? Can it be diagnosed? The answer to these questions is yes. According to researchers Jacobs and Wendell, thousands of children and adults are diagnosed each year with ADHD. To show some of this, I prepared a pie graph chart, and the information I have found is from the CDC, or Center for Disease Control and Prevention. This area here shows the 9.5% of children diagnosed with ADHD ages 3 to 17. This area right here shows the 4.5% still undiagnosed or untreated children with ADHD. 4% of adults, this area here, have been diagnosed with ADHD. Of that 4%, 25% of that still, right here, have been undiagnosed adults with ADHD. So to kind of show perspective, this area here shows the 1.5% of people diagnosed with autism. So if you compare this section of pie with this section of pie, and this represents just children. This represents everyone diagnosed with autism. As you can see, there's quite a bit larger number of children with ADHD than autism. Yet autism, we know a little bit more about. It's brought to our attention more. So I think we need to bring a little more attention to ADHD. I mean, that's a large number of people that are affected. The first point I would like to bring to your attention is that ADHD is a genetic biological disorder that is passed from family member to family member. This disorder causes chromosomal defects. In patients with ADHD, there are more copy number variants in the DNA. These copy number variants are large, rare chromosomal deletions and duplications, according to the research posted on healthline.com. Jacobs and Wendell also show ADHD is more genetically and easily inherited than breast cancer, asthma, or even schizophrenia. Which brings me to my second point, the struggles of ADHD. Approximately 45% of adults with ADHD have mood disorders and depression, according to the 2004 comorbidity study, which is the entire U.S. population. That's what this study is the entire U.S. population. And that also drugs and alcohol, experimentation, and dependency are also issues known by ADHD patients that they have struggles with. According to Jacobs and Wendell, ADHD people are more sexually promiscuous. They in general have riskier behavior, riskier driving, riskier activities. They are also, if they find it challenging to keep their jobs, the divorce rate is higher among people with ADHD. They struggle to keep and have a successful marriage. They also have problems staying in school, keeping friendships, things like that. So basically, ADHD can cause problems with your life throughout your entire life. with everything you try to be successful at, it tends to be destructive of that. So finally, I'd like to conclude by adding ADHD is a real biological disorder that can be detrimental to one's life if treatment is not sought out. So, does anybody have any questions?
Why is ADHD important to me?
Well, you see the numbers. So chances are, at some point in your life, you're going to either come across a child, a loved one, a spouse that has ADHD, or that, that has symptoms. You're going to know someone that has this. You're going to need to understand how to help them, how to deal with issues that they might have. So everybody needs to be aware of this. Any other questions?
Are there any successful treatments out there?
Yes, there are. The best thing that you can do is seek out therapy or see your physician. They will help you by providing the best treatment plan for you. Some people just need to learn better organization skills. Some people need therapy. Some people need prescriptions. There are many options available. So, thank you for your time, and I hope the information I provided was helpful.